Definitely got to start off with a classic. That's a great intro. That's how you bring in the show. That's definitely how you bring in the show.
What up, y'all? Welcome to You Chattin. This is the second episode. I'm going to explain what happened with the first episode real quick. So the first episode that we recorded 2 weeks ago, we were supposed to post that on YouTube, post it on all the other platforms. The people that saw it on Docs Live, y'all got to witness it.
Yeah. As of right now, y'all witnessing a part 2, episode 2, actually. Y'all witnessing episode 2. This is not a full edit of it, but as far as our last recording, it got messed up, so we're gonna try to get it out to you as soon as possible.
Yeah. It was messed up during editing and transferring over files, a whole bunch of technical stuff that I'm sure you don't have no interest in, but as we're gonna try to get the episode out. If not, we're gonna use this as the de facto episode 1.
So we owe y'all an episode. We at that right now. We owe y'all an episode. We apologize.
We owe y'all. But it's straight though. You know, stuff happens. We move on. We try again. We fix it. If not, we stick to our day jobs. If this messes up for a second time. But yeah, man. Welcome to You Chattin.
You Chattin. So. How was your day?
It was straight. How was your week? How was your week in whole? Because my week in whole was just fucking terrible.
Really?
Yeah. I went to work. I went to sleep. It was just one of those weeks. You feel me? So
my shit was actually lit. I actually
like, wow.
Shout out to my man Cadell. My shit was actually lit though. Went to a few spots. Where did we go? We went to Don Poncho's. I don't know if a lot of people ever been there. Don Poncho's. That's a lit spot. It definitely. They had $5 drinks, actually. So it was definitely lit. You know it was lit.
Them drinks are strong, yeah.
But other than that, everything was Gucci.
That's what's up.
You feel me?
Overall, yeah, man. We just gonna get into the topics. We're gonna run a couple things down. One thing I do want to talk about, starting from the beginning of the week. You know what creases my Timbs?
Damn, you
crease them shits all the way.
Crease the Timbs?
Is lies. Like, we deal with a lot of people in today's society that lie and try to put on fronts and try to do stuff for attention. And what I'm really leading into is, I don't know whether it was attention driven or whatever in her mind.
I say niggas try to get put on, man. Niggas is trying to get that money the quickest way they can to get a check. You know?
I guess.
Or some likes, whatever you do.
Or whatever, likes. Whatever floats your boat.
Oh, sorry.
Oh shit. You was doing it like that. Sorry. I would be straight. But what we really gonna talk about with our first topic is what happened Monday evening, which is the Carol Sanchez situation.
Damn, we just gonna start off.
We just gonna jump right into it.
It's still.
It was a Monday.
God.
Monday madness.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Rip the Band-Aid
just
off.
Rip it straight off. Strip it.
Okay, we could jump into that.
So I'm gonna give people who don't know the background story of it. Carol Sanchez, which is a 16-year-old female.
Lion-ass female.
She lives in the Bronx, or at least she was staying in the Bronx with her mother. I believe that they said they were staying with family members over the weekend or whatever their situation was.
She lives in Dutchess County, but
she lives in Dutchess County, but she was staying in the Bronx over by Eagle Ave. Shout out to the Bronx, but
gotta hold it down.
You gotta hold it down, but the Bronx been on.
We've been on some bullshit lately. I ain't gonna lie, we've been taking a lot of L's. This one we gonna hold. We gotta hold this one.
I don't know. We gotta hold it as a whole, or the dumbasses that decided they thought they were gonna get away with it. So basically, I'm gonna just tell the story before we start ranting. Carol Sanchez, 16-year-old teen girl, Monday evening was walking down the block with her mother on Eagle Ave, and decided she was gonna have 4 different assailants along with her plan out her own kidnapping. We didn't know that it was a kidnapping at first. So what happened Monday evening? Yeah, a lot of people, they were talking about.
I predicted it even before when I told
niggas. Well, go ahead, proceed.
Yeah. No, it's straight. But what had happened was, okay, those 4 guys pulled up in a van, snatched her up. threw her mom to the ground and just skirted off.
How you gonna let niggas throw your mom into the
that's some foul shit.
Would have been like cut.
Yeah,
This was
like,
not in
Yeah,
a
he was
plan.
like, that was not a part of the
Like,
plan.
I would have went and like picked up my mom. Like, I'm sorry, mom. Like, you know what? We're not even.
But
going
even
through
in
with
that,
this plan. Like,
even in adjusting to that plan, what did you think was gonna happen by planning that out? Okay, granted, as teenagers, we do a lot of dumb shit. We do a lot of stuff that
let's take the cake though.
It really do. But I've seen a lot of people online. Let me just finish the story because we sitting there ranting. So Monday evening, you chatting. Monday evening, took her. 4 dudes, she going, she going. So she going, whatever. And people think it's another famous or attention-driven sex trafficking issue that we've been accustomed to hearing lately. It really isn't to play with. That's a serious issue every day. Somebody getting snatched up, people getting taken away from their families, from their regular day lives to get sex trafficked and all this other extra shit that I really don't want to delve into. But overall, Tuesday morning, I believe I received and everybody else received an Amber Alert out telling us to check our local news
looking
and
for niggas that
look for this and that, and to come to find out, they found her a couple hours later. It's a couple stories out there talking about whether they found her in the park, whether somebody saw her and then called the cops. Whatever the story is, they found her, and apparently when they got her to the police station and turned her back over to her parents, she not allegedly, she lied about being kidnapped, and apparently it was all a plan just to get away from her parents because she was unhappy at home. So with that being said, all of that just rounds up to it being some. It was some bullshit. It really was.
What's your thoughts on it?
I feel like that's not to be played with. I feel like that's a serious issue.
Right.
And it's just like, it bothered me because I'm sure like me and others, it struck me in a way to where it was, I felt for her. Just like I
definitely felt for her.
Yeah, just like you feel for anybody else in that situation. I felt more for her mother, because imagine going through that with your child, like just walking down the block and somebody just snatching up your child. It was just that thought process, especially being from the Bronx and being like in not even by that area, but close enough to that area to where it's like it hit a little closer to home. To where I had to sit back and think like, damn,
it's happening.
It's happening in the Bronx. And now we really gotta watch out because I got family members, I got a sister, I gotta think about them like like that shit is crazy. Just to even like your thought process around that. So all of that just to find out that you're lying and people are actually going through this in their everyday lives is just like. It's baffling to think like to the point where you really thought this was. That's the thing. I don't think that she really thought it was gonna be a big topic.
Surveillance video. It was black and white.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I think. That's what I think.
Security we got out here. Like,
it's just wild. So it's just like, but that can happen. You see, there would be like if that was a real situation, she would be going and we would have that to lean on.
Because that little whack ass video that they put out, that black and gray shit, that shit was terrible. Like, how really can you get evidence off a black and white video, like, that got trees in the way all the time? Who put that fucking camera up?
We really, like,
that's ridiculous.
It's crazy how we had it.
Snatched and we can't get no good evidence.
We had it in the 2020 and we can't get a 2020 picture of the shit.
And it was like literally in the corner of the camera, and it was black and white, and it was like dark, and it was also raining the same night. So it was just horrible. Like it was the worst surveillance that I probably could have seen. Like.
Facts.
But it looked like sis was like willing to go in the vehicle.
Like,
I'm not even trying. Like you can laugh about it now. Like
it was like the quickest
effort, nothing.
Like get your ass in the car. Like,
at
least put my seatbelt on it.
Something straight like that. But I feel like they would have got away with it. Shout out to Scooby Doo if it wasn't for the meddling kids. If it wasn't for her parents reaching out to the authorities and sending out pictures, flyers all over the Bronx, and stuff like that. I think that's what scared them. That's what scared them. And made you gotta get out the crib. Yeah, you gotta like we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a little joke. Yeah. And on top of that, the extra shit that came with it, we later found out well, allegedly, because, you know, we don't know for sure. Allegedly, like we said earlier, she was upset at home.
Right.
She didn't want to move back to Honduras with her parents, which that's what was in the works.
Right.
And also, she had a boyfriend here, apparently.
Oh, she was trying to get that dick.
She was trying to do something, but it was that R. Kelly dick. You know why? Because her, as a 16-year-old, she's dating a 23-year-old. Allegedly.
Damn, nigga, is still R. Kelly in niggas?
And he's
well, we don't know what
she wants.
Allegedly,
yeah, allegedly,
a gang leader or something like that.
He's a gang affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that was going on.
Is it like that in the seats?
I guess it is like that. It's very strange to think like, wow,
yeah,
somebody.
they do need to update the cameras. You're exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
They do because I know I want somebody to find me if I get snatched the fuck up. You
It
know
was
what I'm saying?
so dark that you couldn't like
What's crazy?
barely
What drives
see
me
it.
crazy
So
is
it was
just
just like
if you was doing a robbery or some shit and they really wanted you, they would have found your ass.
Yeah, they would.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was crazy, they would have found your ass in 3.5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But being that it wasn't a top priority to them, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I think it just drew too much attention.
Yeah,
like,
it got like a lot of issues that they ignored.
Yeah.
They couldn't ignore this behind the backing that it had. So
Right.
they had to put out the Amber.
And
well,
then,
not even saying they had to, but they obviously they were gonna put out the Amber Alert. But all the flyers and all of the support is making social media headlines.
And not only that, it's like, all right, you ever did some shit for a joke and then it went too far? Like, you get scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we gonna rob this nigga. But you ended up killing him. Like, oh shit, now shit. That's how I feel about the kidnapping shit. Like, once she did it for a joke, like, all right, I'm gonna scare the shit out of my mom. Hopefully, I can just stay here. Then police starting to get involved. Now it's on Facebook. Now Amber Alerts is out, and it's going to cost. Like, we put money behind. Police put money behind that, so it's going to cost.
As a 16-year-old, I wasn't thinking about faking my own kidnapping.
Who the fuck is faking kidnapping?
Like at that age, I'm thinking about like, yo, I'm in after school. I'm in after school and I'm really like out like chilling like in a park or something. Like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Like that's the most that people.
She wanna suck on a lit dick.
It's just. It's
she
just
said,
like,
you know what? That dick gotta be good. I ain't even gonna say it. To kidnap yourself, like to. Dick gotta be good. 16
if your shit make me kidnap you, then
that's just crazy. I'm sorry. That's just crazy. Dick gotta be
just
good.
Like
it just gotta be.
But what's weird, what's strange about it? Let's run down all the stupidity when you really think about the situation. One, if you get caught after you lied and you tell the authorities that, what do you think is going to happen to your alleged 23-year-old boyfriend and the other 3 affiliates that he had with him?
Oh, they're gonna go kick it with 6ix9ine in them.
They're gonna want names. They're gonna want who, what. Yeah, they're gonna want who, what, and where, and they're gonna put whatever charges that they want to. Especially because
that's still kidnapping.
It is. It is. Still, fake or not, like even like. People were saying, "Oh, she need to get put under the jail. She need to get charged." I wouldn't go that far.
I said she need a hot ass whooping. Like,
yeah, she needs that. She definitely needs that.
BCW ass
definitely
whooping,
needs
like
that.
One of those where you gotta call BCW.
Little WWE, WCW.
Yeah, drop an elbow on that bitch back.
A little table match. Yeah, real quick. But I feel like it wasn't. It's not necessary to throw her under the jail, do this, do that. She just was misguided, a dumb teenager, which a lot of people in this generation are.
I mean, maybe Honduras is fucked up in her area or her case. You know
and especially if I don't know whether she lived there or not. I think they said move back. I don't think that she actually lived there herself. So imagine being a teenager and living in the Bronx and then saying we're gonna uproot you and bring your ass to the Honduras.
My issue is that what did you think was gonna happen when you got returned to your mother? She was just gonna forget. Like you was just gonna be like, oh, you know what, it's fine.
I feel like they rather go through that situation than carry it on and like continue to make it a thing. Right. So they're like, all right, we cut our losses, we tried, it didn't work, we see the results of it, so now we gotta switch over and clean up this mess that we started. Right. So
next topic.
Overall, Carol Sanchez. You need your ass.
She get her ass whooping. She needs her ass. You
whooping.
Need your ass.
And whoever the boyfriends was or whatever, you need a clean ass whooping too. 23? First of all, for messing with a 16-year-old and you 23, bro. And secondly, for actually letting her talk you into that, or even coming up with a plan yourself.
This generation is getting.
It's wild. It's wicked. Man. It's really wicked, and we just gotta.
And you know what's crazy? The older people before us used to say, "Oh, y'all generation gonna be so much wild." I used to hate when the older people say, "Oh, y'all generation is crazy." Now that I'm getting older and I'm paying attention to more shit, it's just like we really out here bugging. Like we out here eating mollies and doing all this extra shit. We bugging like.
I mean, it's the time that we living in. It's just like we gotta do better. We gotta do better.
Chatting. The next topic I would like to hit off T.I.
Okay.
That T.I. situation where he wants to announce that he takes his daughter to the doctor to get checked to see if she's a virgin or not. That's crazy, bro. What are we doing? Advertising our daughters?
So how do you feel since you have a daughter? You have a daughter coming into this world. How do you feel on that topic? I know it's old, but it's still relevant. It's still relevant because everybody, come on.
As far as me, as me having a new daughter or whatever, I feel like that should have been confidential between for me and my daughter. You feel me? That's advertising. That's for predators. You know what I'm saying? For not even for predators, people that just want to date a virgin or.
For real, people get their rocks off for stuff like that. Hearing stuff like that, people get their rocks off.
You just put a target on her back, if not any. You know what I'm saying? If not. You just put a target on her back, oh yeah, I take my daughter to the doctor to see if she's still a virgin, bro.
I think they had said something about Pornhub had reached out to say they would pay
I think
all
that was
this
even
money.
Before that.
That's crazy.
No, it was after that, right after.
I think once she turned, I think she just turned 18, and as soon as she turned 18, they had because she has been saying that she was a virgin and this, that, and the third.
But why advertise it? Your daughter's on Amazon now,
But my thing as your
daughter's getting bidded on as you speak.
So as you about to become a father, how do you feel that you would handle that situation? First off,
I'll bust T.I. ass.
No, even as a father, if you were to ever be put in that situation, understandably, you want to make sure your daughter's on the right path.
That's between me and my daughter. I wouldn't even put it out there to be advertised.
But do you feel like that's even necessary for you to be with her in the exam room to be doing all of that?
Oh, he up in there.
I don't know whether he was actually in the exam room or he took her, whatever the situation.
Him the tools and shit, pliers,
whatever the case may be. But go ahead. What was your side?
What he said was that he alleged said that he went into he goes into the exam room and that he's there when she's getting examined, when she's in the GYN, they tell you put your legs up and they look inside,
bro,
he's there in the room,
you know what I'm saying? My daughter in
and she gotta get, as a woman,
you can ask the doctor yourself. Why the fuck are you in there?
As a woman, I'm saying, if my father did that, I would feel very uncomfortable and I would have to voice that, that you know what, that I don't think this is I don't know, I would want my mom there, if anything, because she's a woman, I
believe her mother was there as well.
Her mother was there, but I mean, I would then voice, I don't feel comfortable with my dad in the room.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Regardless if you're doing something or not.
That's crazy, bro. What are you doing in here?
This definitely drew enough attention to where I feel like she definitely has decided that she's going to speak up on it, because obviously any girl in that situation would feel uncomfortable.
Facts.
Any girl in that situation would need to address that situation, especially if it's bothering you as bad as it shows that it is. So I feel like
I think she's gonna. It's gonna stain her. It's gonna stain her. She's gonna dislike him in some shape, form, or fashion. Not hate, but dislike.
Resent him for that situation.
You feel me?
In a way.
You embarrassed your daughter.
I'm sure it's all from a place of love. I'm sure it's all from a place of caring.
I think so too.
But there's certain situations that you just gotta stay away from and let people handle. That's a touchy thing. I don't even like talking about this shit. That's how touchy it is.
Where do people get these ideas from to feel comfortable within themselves? To be yeah, I'm gonna go watch. Yo, man, what you about to do? Oh, I'm about to go watch my daughter get her pussy checked. What?
That's a little overprotective.
That's crazy, bro. You can just wait until your doctor be yo, doctor, is she a virgin or not?
But the more you, I don't know how to say this. The more you suffocate your child, the more they're gonna do the opposite of what you want. The more the more you say no is the more that they're gonna say yes in their mind and go behind your back and do something. Yeah, so that's why you shouldn't be so pushy on your children in general. Like even growing up, like having strict parents, like that sucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you in your mind want to do everything opposite because you're a kid at the time. Like
you learning. It's a learning process.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not even gonna put it all on that because as a teenager, we were all teenagers once. We gonna do what we want to do, and if we can't do it out in the open, we gonna sneak through it, or we gonna try to attempt to sneak through it.
You gotta learn for yourself.
You just gotta understand the situation, and you gotta understand, you know, how to handle certain things. Right. So that's all on that. That's a touchy subject.
You gotta do better.
Do better. Do better. But overall, moving on to the next topic. On some more recent news, let's talk a little bit about 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine got his final sentencing on Wednesday.
Damn, 6ix9ine, you had the flow. Damn, 6ix9ine.
Man untold on everybody on planet Earth.
Damn, 6ix9ine.
But we gonna talk about whether it was worth it or not. All right, so we know 6ix9ine situation. I'm sure most people know 6ix9ine situation. He ultimately was sentenced to 2 years. He has already served 13 months in prison. I believe with good behavior, he could be out.
He get out in 3 hours, nigga.
But
this nigga's coming out tonight.
Like Dre from Power, he'll get out tonight.
He'll get out tonight.
So how you feel about him overall getting just 2 years, possibly being out by actually July, summertime?
I feel like alright.
Do you think it was a good move for him overall? Now seeing the results of his snitching and his informant behavior.
No. I do not agree with any snitching at all. I do not agree with any snitching. If you out there talking all that blood shit, going to LA, not checking in, and doing all that other shit, going to Texas, not checking, you violating codes. You feel me? And you a sucker at the end of the day. You a sucker. You know what I'm saying? So you playing with real hoovers and shit. You and bloods and all that. You a sucker out here being a clown. You out here playing with niggas that really put you in the dirt. You feel me? So as far as that, and then you talking about suck my dick, and it was too much disrespect. You was down with the shits when it was rolling up and rolling.
Exactly.
You feel me? So I felt like you should have just took your time with it. You know what I'm saying? Took your time, whatever.
You didn't want to take that 37.
That is a long time, though. 37 years?
But
I think it was more than that.
But if somebody's gonna kill, if before that they were all plotting on him, I mean,
they did the nigga greasy.
I understand that,
girl.
But if you gonna sit here and put me in a bad position and you're gonna screw me and you're telling me like you were gonna kill me all along, like y'all was plotting all along. You took my money, and then when I found out and I pressed you, y'all got even more angry and then decided that y'all was gonna kill me on top of that. I don't have no loyalty to you anymore. I falsely had loyalty to you.
Right.
So now you was gonna kill me. Now I'm about to do you dirty. Like whatever comes around goes around. Yeah. You did me dirty, and that's what's gonna. That's how the cards play out.
You gotta take some of the blame. Like
of course.
You feel me? It's somewhere in the thin lines that you gotta be like, you know what? I did shoot at X, Y, and Z, or I did.
Or
rob niggas and racketeering and all that snitching shit. That shit is out the window. Like, I just don't understand that. But if I know you a sucker, you're not gonna get a seat at the table. Period. You're not gonna know the ins and outs. You're not gonna know no blueprints.
Exactly.
You're not gonna know nothing. All you is to do is the rap. I don't want you around no guns. I don't want you around no drugs. I don't want you to know how we move and none of that. Your job is to rap.
Somewhere along the lines.
Studio, you going to BET, you going to MTV.
Yep.
While we handle this street shit, you gonna be, you know what I'm saying, the clown.
Just fun the shit.
That's it.
We'll be in your videos. We'll do this. Somewhere along the line, it got lost in translation that's how it actually is supposed to work. Like you're not supposed to tell the new nigga that you don't even know if he really down or not. Or your ins and outs of your operation, especially if you know he not built like that. So
you can tell he not built like that. You catch that nigga by himself.
So if anything was to ever go down, why would you feel comfortable enough doing this shit around this person to where it's just like, oh, if he was to ever tell on me, I already know I'm going
under. I think he
snitched
due to the fact of what Ash said.
Yeah, that's understandable.
That they did him dirty. Like they kidnapped the nigga, they extorted him.
But we can't. Yeah, we can't keep saying that. And
that's a lot of shit. Yeah. And the only way I can get back to y'all niggas because y'all in jail is the snitch. You know what I'm saying? You gonna want to get these niggas. Like the only way I can get all y'all at one time is to tell on you.
Overall, but prior to all of that, I get
that's like a spade for a spade. I felt
I feel
he's
like
probably hella upset.
I get the reasoning. I totally get the reasoning behind him doing it. I'm saying overall, before we even get to that point, avoid putting yourself in that situation. All you had to do was rap, do your music, go about your business, make your money. Whatever they had going on about there, that don't interest you in no money. That don't interest you in no business.
People gotta move smarter on top of that as well.
Be smarter. Be smarter with your time. Be smarter with your efforts.
Seat at my table. You can't kick your feet up underneath my table if you ain't about the game.
So, do you feel like he...
Shout out to Sue Surf for that. You can't get in the car unless you got a body. You feel me? You cannot ride with us unless you got a body. And I understand that. If you're not real right, you can't get in the car.
So, do you feel like knowing all of this and knowing all the snitching and all the background of his story, do you feel like he'll, with good behavior, they say he should be out by
that nigga coming home in 3 hours, bro.
Well, whatever.
Go see
3 hours, 3 hours
July.
By summertime, hypothetically, new 6ix9ine music dropping. Do you feel
listening to it?
Not even are you listening to it?
That shit.
Yeah. Do you feel
that shit might be fire?
It might be, but do you feel like people will actually draw back to him? Like, can he recover from that?
Of course.
You think so?
Of course, because people want to hear his version. People want to hear what he got to say about it.
Yeah.
People gonna click on it just because it say 6ix9ine. So pretty much you're already paying. Like even if it's on YouTube, like right now, 6ix9ine put out an interview. Click. I'm already about to get paid millions of dollars because you just clicked. Not even if you.
Well,
you know
people are nosy, so
facts.
regardless, they're gonna want to hear his side. All
story.
this time we've been hearing a different side. There's 3 sides to the truth. The truth, his and her side, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I want to know. Now I want to know what you was doing. Like what was your experience?
Right.
Like I'm interested
just
now.
Just like the R. Kelly shit, how everybody was paying attention to it. We been knew R. Kelly was one of them 16 to 20. You feel me? You been knew R. Kelly was pissing on bitches and then go step in the name of love after eating.
Right.
You feel me? So the same thing go for 6ix9ine. Oh, we got another Ayo. We chatting.
Yeah, we chatting.
Sorry, we on.
But overall, 6ix9ine should be home by summertime.
Who's my top 5 rappers? Now, are we talking about battle rappers or sorry, somebody asked.
No.
Are we talking about battle rappers or are we talking about regular rappers? So it's a difference.
Overall, your present day. Let's keep it. Let's put it like that.
Damn, I don't even listen to music like that no more because I feel like it's garbage. So, with that being said, my favorite rapper would be Sue Surf and J. Cole. Those are the only 2 people I really listen to now.
I feel
it's Sue Surf and J. Cole. I really don't listen to rappers no more because they trash.
I really resonate with J. Cole.
Anytime you hear J. Cole rap, it's just
he dropped
lyrical.
Jewels every song. His songs, that's why his music has so much substance because his music are not rapping about pussy, money, and weed. Like he's talking about something that we can all relate to.
His whole album, the KOD album, was fire. Shout out to J. Cole. Shout out to J. Cole.
And that brings us into our next topic of like the Juice World and addiction.
Oh, Juice, damn. We jumping into topics just.
Yeah, so we're just gonna switch gears a little bit. We're gonna keep a little serious. So Juice WRLD, as we all know by now, met his demise last. What is it? It'll be a week from tomorrow.
Right.
Which was a week.
Stop the drugs, people. Fuck it.
So,
stop the fucking drugs. Cut it out.
A week prior
if
to
it
that.
ain't weed, put it down, my nigga. Put it down. All this pill popping, all this cocaine sniffing, all that Xanny taking, and that's not. Come on, my nigga. Lean drinking. Y'all niggas is doing it for what? Like, just to get lost. For what? Like, why go so far? If weed ain't like, if you started smoking weed, then you started taking Xans and Molly. Like, y'all niggas is bugging. y'all turning into zombies, like walking
People
zombies.
really think that smoking weed every day is not an addiction. Like,
yes,
it's an addiction. Like, oh, I need to smoke weed before I go to this place because I just need to smoke weed and I'm gonna be in a better mood. You're using weed as a crutch. Like, that's an addiction. Like now you've just went a step further. Like, you know, like it just doesn't make any sense. And then once you go to pills, it's like, you really messing up your system because pills fuck up your system. Yeah. Like,
I would just stop at weed. Like, I think I'm good with weed. Like, if it was to be smoking, I think I'll be good with weed. Like, that would be the cap. You feel me? Then you got pills and then like lean and like, my nigga, how far are you trying to go with like being an addict?
I feel like overall, pills and all the drug use has been made popular. Why? Because of social media and because of our current day rap.
Right.
It started with Future and then it just leaned into a whole genre by that emo genre where it's just like, oh, I'm sad all day, so I'm gonna just pop this, I'm gonna just pop that. It really has. It has its own.
If you're sad all day, just go outside. Nigga, like, go get some fresh air.
It has its own drama. It has its own genre, and I feel like that has led.
That's the way to escape.
I guess so, but that's this generation's way of, oh, I hear him talking about it in a song, so I think it's cool enough to go do it, and that leads into a cycle.
Well, you can just try it and like it type shit.
I guess that's what it is. If they hear it, they experiment, and then they try it themselves. I feel like drug use, though, overall in this new generation is inspired by this music, so we can take away,
which is garbage.
Exactly. All we talk about is feeling sad, feeling depressed, popping drugs, and we think that shit is cool.
Why is weed cool? Weed is an actual, you know what I'm saying? It's been grown. Now, as far as pills, that's a concoction of shit. You feel me? You
should not be taking pills unless it's prescribed to you by your
that's just for me, though.
Your doctor.
I don't go for like worldwide. I'm only talking shit for me.
In my opinion, yes, of course. In my opinion, you should not be.
Now, if you want to
smoke
weed.
Yeah, shit. Do you do what you want to do with your life, but understand the consequences of your actions.
Don't sit there and be like, oh, nigga died, and you knew he was a lean head or like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of you telling him like, nah, don't fuck with it, leave it alone. You wait till the nigga to die, and now you want to be sad. You wasn't sad when he was drinking the shit.
You was around him.
Music, like,
you feel me?
Juice WRLD's music.
I don't listen to Juice. I don't even know I never heard his music.
So it's like it progressed like into like being like so depressive and into like, I'm going to take drugs, and I'm like, his music got to a point where like, it's like I'm drinking lean and I don't care what nobody's saying, or I'm popping pills and I don't even care. Like you really made a song about. You don't know who idolized you. Sometimes it's kids. Like, most likely you have kids who are idolizing you, and then they go and they do stuff like this.
That's why our generation is so fucked up.
Exactly.
Because they got these kids running the world. And then what kills me is I see a lot of older people hanging out with a lot of younger kids. Mm-hmm. That's just to stay in the loop. Like, you just want to be lit. You just want to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the time. And the kids are really running the world. Like, they're really, you know what I'm saying, got a lot to say. There's a lot of older guys and females hanging out with younger kids. Like, you're in your 20s hanging out with people that's 17, 18. Like, bro.
Or 15.
This nigga don't even pay his cell phone bill. Like, you got, you know what I'm saying?
Don't even buy his own clothes.
We do slow you down, but it's a natural high, though. It's not you got to understand the toxins in the drugs that you use. You feel me? What's up, Heidi? Yeah, you gotta understand the toxins within the drug. You feel me? Weed does slow you down. Certain weeds lift you up. Certain weeds don't slow you down. It depends on you and your body type.
But in specific, it's pills. Like, you're popping pills. Like, people don't understand pills mess up your organs. Like, you're deteriorating your inside. Like, and from what was said is he took all these drugs, like he had these drugs on the plane. He had weed, he had all these drugs,
crazy,
and whatever. And then I guess the pilot must have said, something to the FBI, and actually the FBI was investigating him from earlier. And then the FBI actually got on the plane, or he was walking through the airport or something, and then he just decided to take all the drugs to like.
I heard they knew that the pilot himself was going to call the cops on them because he understood what they had on the plane. Like, so on landing, they already knew what was waiting for them as they landed. Crazy. So that led to him.
So then he got to the airport and ate the shit.
And just consumed all the shit. And that's what led to him having a seizure and apparently dying. But my thing is, even before we get to that point, I just want to talk about this because I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. Like, it's not smart to do these things, but if you are going to do these things, have a fall guy.
Nigga, you understand what Santana, like, I forgot the gun was
I don't understand it, but it's just like, if you're gonna be put in that situation and you know you moving reckless, at least have somebody, a fall guy, to where it's just like, if I know that I'm gonna get chipped up in a certain situation, you gotta take this fall and I'm gonna hold you down once you get out, because you can't, once you stop the money, nigga, we all going down, you feel me?
Like, they never had a plan B.
You never had a plan to,
Free my man Bobby
you was moving reckless.
Rebel, though.
They supposed to be coming out, what, next year, right?
I can't wait till they come out.
It's just crazy how pill addiction and, opioid addiction is so glorified in this generation. I have somebody who passed away from opioid addiction, and it's not cool. Like, you know, it starts off as it could be a prescription thing, and then it turns into like, I'm starting to abuse this now. Like, right? I'm just taking it, and now it's my crutch, and now I'm gonna take 4 more because, you know what, I like this feeling. Now I want to get higher than the last time I got high, and then the higher you get, like, you don't know when you mix drugs.
How high do you want to be, though? Like, you want to be, like, leaning on God, like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, you and God conversating, like, how high
but it's like,
do you really want to be? Like,
you
I
guys
just don't get it.
Are, like, people and kids and our generation are mixing drugs and are not doing their research. I'm not saying it's right to do what you're doing, but if you're going to mix a drug, know that some drugs suppress your respiration, and that's how you die. Like, you could be sleeping and just dying in sleep because you got so high and you passed out.
Y'all not seen the commercials of niggas dancing around, but the underlying fine print, the nigga is talking about, it could cause heart disease, your liver could fall off and sleep. Bro. Like, so it's just like, y'all need to understand that's some of the shit that y'all actually intaking. Like, that's what it's doing to you, and you popping it as a recreational drug. So it's just like, understand what you're like, understand your body, understand your mind, understand what you're intaking, and don't fall into that situation. Overall, I just feel like J. Cole, as we were touching on earlier, the Kids and Drugs highlighted this a couple years ago, and I remember when it came out and people were talking about, oh, it's boring, I don't listen to J. Cole, I don't listen to that, but you would listen to the nigga that's telling you to intake the drugs.
Lil Xan.
So, like I was saying, the KOD, J. Cole's KOD, everybody should bump his album KOD. Like,
go back and listen to it.
Go back and listen to it.
That's
if it's
what
anything,
that's where I feel like Jay-Z should have had in his album. Like, if you plan on dropping Drews, no disrespect to Jay-Z, but if you planned on saying, like,
he talked more about investments. Not everybody can get in that situation.
That's what I'm saying. But J. Cole started from the bottom, the root of the problem.
Right.
Like, all right, we at where the drugs are, where it's crazy. I feel like I'm chatting.
So on
go ahead.
So
I called it on myself.
So on that song at the end, it says Molly, Xans, perks, and the greatest drug of all, love. Like, he's trying to tell you, like, in these songs, the shit that you're doing has a consequence. You're doing all these drugs, like, you have a it's a problem.
I feel like people do a lot of shit for emotional problems. Like, it's a lot. Like I don't know if I said it before, but again, what happened to all the special ed students that was, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the emotional.
Yo, I'm just showing that episode. I gotta leave the room every time.
But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of people that's not being, like, true to their self. Like, Marion, that nigga is a real OG.
Over the whole topic, we keep on going back to that. Like, I guess maybe we could talk out, like, what happened on the reunion. The reunion, basically, like, Zell and...
You think he's bothered?
I think he bothered. Behind the scenes.
Zell and Paris.
No, it's not even about that.
That is baby mama.
I gotta fuck with you for the rest of our lives, really, because we have 2 kids together. It's not about the pussy aspect. It's about, especially if not even, alright, we don't have to be best friends, but if you was once talking about, oh, you my mans, and I fuck with you, I do this, and the third,
Right.
Why would you go turn around?
Hold on, time out. We weren't friends after a while, though.
We weren't friends when it was convenient for you to say we weren't friends. Now that I stopped fucking with you.
Yeah, you stopped fucking with me.
All right, I stopped fucking with you, but at the end of the day, there's a code, there's a line. You don't cross a certain line.
What line? How you gonna draw a line that ain't
Nigga, a line that's liable to get you slapped by a real nigga if you post some shit like that.
Damn.
In real life, if Omarion was a real nigga, he would have been pulled up on Fizz, in just my opinion.
So,
but I also don't want to say that because he's not reckless like that. I feel like he's
but what about the female? We're not gonna say anything.
No, we've already addressed. We already addressed her. We already know what type of time she on. I'm saying, like, even her mindset. You know that she's gonna be spiteful towards you because y'all have your own little problems and issues going on. You being whether my man's my bandmate, but whatever the fuck. If I mess with you at a certain point in time, do not cross a certain line with me. You understand what I'm saying?
We're on a reunion, so what happened was Zell and Paris basically called out.
Zell is an asshole.
He is, but he spoke some truth to April. Like, well, Paris did. She was like, there's so many niggas in the world, and you chose Fizz. Like,
exactly.
There's so many people, and you still went, like...
I think she chose Fizz because of, it's comfortable, it's comfortability. Like, he knows me due to the fact that he'd been around already.
So
instead
instead
of getting to know a new nigga, she took the route of, let me already fuck with this nigga because I know him.
But that's why I see that's more a Fizz issue than April because there's a lot of chicks out here that'll fuck with you just because off the strength of I want to make this nigga mad.
So after that, like, she was just like, they called her out on it, like, you know, there's so many people in LA, like, in LA,
so
they light skin
world.
Like, they light skin and look like Fizz. Like, you could have picked anybody else, and then they called her out. She got upset,
but then again,
and then she was like,
we're adults.
They're trying to make it
put
seem
a tag on a nigga out of love. If you love that nigga, you cannot put a tag on someone and be like, he's off limits because he don't belong to you no more. It's fair game. Yeah, it's a line where you say, all right, you should have never fucked with my baby mother. But if your baby mother loved me and I love your baby mother, you cannot stop love. Love is love will get your ass killed. And the reason why is because of that. Situations where you draw the line and niggas still
even
cross
if
the
you're
line
not baby mom or
love.
nothing, if he decides to mess with me and we not together anymore, that's still wrong. You still wrong. That's
wrong.
your man.
Is wrong.
Exactly.
No,
that's what I'm
we
trying to
all have a relationship, and that's still wrong.
If we have a history,
all right, I get
if
that.
If we have
part.
a history together, that's what I'm touching on. Don't.
But if you
certain shit.
between the history,
that's just obvious.
No, because between the history, you don't know what the chaos could have been. You feel me?
Chaos or whatever. We fell out. This, that, and the third. There's always.
That's my man's, not your man's.
There's always.
At the end of the day.
Always. It's just a certain violation that you just don't do.
But like on the reunion, so she was like, basically, there's another YouTuber. His name is Kendall. Well, he's not a YouTuber. He's really like on Instagram. I'm not too sure. But he was like, the issue between Fizz and April is y'all keep saying y'all was friends. When is this timeline that you're saying you went from friends to in a relationship? Because you keep saying
that's relevant. I'm sure over a certain amount of time they don't owe an explanation for being
together. They don't, but
then
you keep on saying you were friends all this time, and then now you want to be like, oh well, now we're together. Like, because when did it change? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You
didn't give a timeline.
I'll tell you when it changed. It changed once he got on that Millennium tour and got his bag and decided, all right, I'm built up enough to where I can come out and say this. Because he even said it. He's like, oh, Omarion speculated for so long that we was together. You accusing me of it, I might as well go about my business and do what you accusing me of.
Right.
And that was after the tour. So I feel like that's more shady shit. Because you made money off of my voice, off of my moves and all of that. Nigga, let's keep it 100. B2K is Omarion and 3 other niggas that he carrying along with him.
Right.
So that in itself is a brand of Omarion and just them.
I agree.
So it's just like
come sit in the camera.
Yeah, come on, you can join the show. Maybe I want
to
the next topic.
You want to talk about that ass?
Who's that ass?
What ass?
All that ass.
Which one?
Lizzo.
Oh, Lizzo.
Yes.
My girl put the ass. All of that.
All right, yo, what up? We back here and we have a few special guests with us.
Sorry. I apologize, people. Niggas don't know how to
In the unedited version of live, y'all see what went down in a couple 5 minutes as we setting up, but it's all right. We got some guests with us. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
Now you don't want to.
Now this nigga don't want to talk.
Chill out.
Good.
My name Mike. You know how niggas doing out here. Bronx all day. ECG.
Time out.
Alright, just
Time out. Hey, man.
My name Gregory.
Alright,
simple.
so back to my shorty with all that ass. That was a foul cabinet ass.
So who we talking about again?
We're talking about Lizzo.
Right.
Is it confidence or is this?
If it was Rihanna, nobody would have said nothing.
Nah, I don't think that.
If it was a little Rihanna up there, ain't nobody would have said shit.
I think we would have been like, hey, like that's a little too much. Like, you know, like even for Rihanna is supposed to look bad.
I think
it's not because he's a little more heavy.
That's what I think it is.
Thank you.
Because if we're gonna, alright, let's draw comparisons. Because
she do it over the top sometimes. Because
I love
that
over
Lakers
the top.
game, what did the Lakers
I don't
game?
mind no ass.
the
Lakers game, she
The
overdid
Lakers
it.
game needed some ass
But-
in. We needed a little bit of ass.
But
Then we lose that game. We lost. We needed some ass.
we won that.
We won that?
Yeah.
We still
If
needed
y'all would have
some
lost, it would have
Against the
because of
Hawks.
that ass.
Yeah,
I
we're
think-
distracted by that ass.
I think me personally, we need a flash ass every week at the LA game. Whenever LA come on, we just flash a quick piece of ass. Just quick. It don't gotta be on there too long.
Alright, so I'm gonna just say this. It wasn't professional because you in a environment with little kids, and then the fact that she wearing a t-shirt with the ass cut out. A t-shirt with the ass cut out.
Straight from the
Not even like
Kanye
it was-
collection.
Not even Kanye collection. Straight from I got this out my room and let me just cut some shit together.
But time out. So then
Nah,
that
it was.
means
I could understand if it was some designer shit. It looked like she did that herself.
Yeah,
Nah.
she definitely did do that herself. She got a plain black
That's
t-shirt
creativity.
and decided, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kill these
Nah,
niggas
for
with
real,
this.
Shay.
I'm gonna take the scissor and I'm gonna cut the ass out, and I'm gonna show these niggas what I'm working with. And on top of that, to have a thong, like you knew what she was doing. She was trying to get attention.
that was a big ass thong.
Sit
That shit-
courtside at the Laker
That wasn't
game.
a dong.
You
That
ever
was
seen a
somebody
highway
wearing
separate?
It was
You ever
something.
seen a highway
That
separate?
shit
You know
was
how it's like an exit?
You ain't
That's what the thong looked like an
Shit was a
exit.
divide.
No, let's not do that because we don't want to make anybody seem like we're body shaming her because of her
No.
I love my thick
Oh, you
women.
should be
Shout out to all the heavy
over
set,
here.
thick women.
I'm not saying
big
nothing
booty,
because
foul
actually
cabinet.
Lizzo is actually pretty. Like
She is.
She's dumb pretty.
she is extremely pretty.
I love
It's
all
just-
three of her necks.
And the rose. That bitch got the Hawaiian, you know, the
Yeah, I'm
Hawaiian
saying.
sweet rose.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
got that shit tucked in right there.
Hawaiian
With some
sweet
Philly
rolls.
cheesesteak.
I just feel like as a thickums myself, girl, sometimes you gotta feel uncomfortable. Like you
Why?
didn't feel that
Make
breeze
yourself
down
feel-
there
see,
when you just dropping it low. Like
that breeze
at some point,
probably felt
at
good.
some
Not
point,
even that. The fucking the sanitariness of
I
that
feel like no
situation
big
is
women
disgusting.
should be ashamed of themselves to show.
Nah.
They should. It's not that. It's about. It was
I
unsanitary.
can't
Like
wait
Mike
till
said.
November.
Like Mike said.
November?
It was kids there.
I'm getting
just-
butt naked.
It's just like it's and
no
then
pants
there's-
November. I'm participating.
But there's a time and
So
a
if you see
place.
me
for
walking around
everything.
with no pants, don't say shit. Just keep it pushing.
There's a time and a place for everything. I feel like that
I mean,
wasn't the
shit,
time or
they
the
in
place
LA.
for that.
right?
When is the time and place for it? It
Nah.
happens.
But even in LA,
But-
you're at a basketball game. Who are you trying to show that off to?
It's
At
a lot of
That's the
basketball
team,
game?
nigga. I'm trying to get put on. I'm
Honestly,
trying to
it's
shake a little ass.
celebrities in LA.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Supposed-
Drake
and
said,
There's a lot of
breaking
people in LA games.
Ain't she supposedly dating Carl Anthony Towns or some shit?
She
I think she was
Carl
trying to shoot.
Anthony.
She was trying to shoot a shot with him.
I don't know.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
shit
she
out
was
of
shooting
there.
her shot. She was shooting her shot.
And that nigga was like, no, I don't play for that team.
But what do y'all think? Y'all think it was reckless or it's just her?
I thought it was a beautiful
That's
moment.
her just being confident, but if you want to be confident, you could wear something a little bit more.
Well, fire the security because you gotta go
fire
to
that
security.
nigga. You go through
ain't
the
see
back.
all that ass.
Yeah,
You ain't see all that ass through
They go,
security.
nigga, if you got
If
money,
was-
they gonna let
yeah,
your ass come in no
If
matter
it was
what.
anybody else, a regular Mary or Jane that was walking into that game and they decided to wear that shit to the game, they would have got turned around and said, nah, you can't wear that in there. People knew the moment that was gonna set up, and people knew it was gonna talk. Especially
Right.
if you're a
That's
Lakers,
why it
if
happened.
you're Lakers security or you're Lakers personnel, they're gonna be like, nah, let her through because now it brings more attention to the Staples Center. People gonna be talking about this, that, and the third. I feel like that had an underlining, like it was meant to be exposed like that. You get what I'm saying?
Just say it's a little reckless of what she was wearing.
Yeah,
It's just what she was
So,
wearing.
alright, so boom. Your shorty,
that's New York.
you with your shorty
Alright, so
at a
boom.
basketball game.
I love it.
She come out, she not doing that?
No type of time.
If your shorty come out
She
with her
like-
ass out,
But she's like, this would get me exposure. This would up like bring ratings to my career, would you let her do it?
I mean,
I can't have my shorty up
So
there
it's
by
more
ass.
borderline recklessness. You see what I'm saying? That's
Not even because it depends on the
Like-
outfit. Now, if you like a fashion model type chick,
Yeah, I was about to say that. If you're a model,
and you know what I'm saying,
I understand.
if you a fashion model
You're
type,
not about to tell me if Bella Hadid did the same shit.
I don't even know who that talent is.
But that's a whole different body shape. We're not talking about.
We're not talking about body shaming. That's the thing. She's
No,
an
but I'm
actual
saying
model.
we're talking about a
We're talking
different
about
body
model,
shape.
but now we
But
bring
we
it
could
to
talk about
models.
Ashley Graham. Ashley Graham is
Okay,
a plus
cool.
size
Ashley
model.
Graham. If Ashley Graham was to do it, she would get the same
model.
result.
She sound good.
I don't think
Ashley
so.
Graham.
You don't think she would get the same result?
That sounds
I don't
good.
think she would
That
get
sound
as
pretty
much
good.
attention, but I feel like she would get the same result because people
People would just be
side-eyeing
like,
her.
you know, as a female, I think I would be like,
Can you read what that says?
she's still like, she wildin', like, you know, like it's just a little.
Nah, cause like the fact that she came out in she was wearing what she wore to sleep the night before.
Right.
Like that shit ain't she wearing sleepwear.
The sanitary
With the ass out.
of that
I wouldn't
situation
even
is
sit on a subway.
horrible.
You with my ass out.
But that's
you
the same
telling me
thing
I'm
that-
gonna sit in a
I
chair.
bet we've been to basketball games. That's the same thing as like the subway. You sitting your ass on something that somebody else, you don't know where they ass been. You don't know how good
That's
that seat
clean
was
ass.
clean.
And
I'm
that's
sure it was
why I don't
clean,
sit
but
on
you
my
don't know-
bed
you don't
with
know
my
how clean the
outside
seat is.
clothes.
Right.
That
So
is
it's just
exactly
like
why I don't sit
that's
on my bed with my
why that's why
outside
people
clothes.
be like, yo, take your outside clothes off when you get in the bed. This, that, and the third. It's some certain shit is
I thought it was just me
unsanitary.
being free.
That too,
Who
but
that? Take your fucking clothes off. Trying to crack that back. But that's just me being just me. That's just me being me.
But yeah, overall, what we say, recklessness, confidence. I say recklessness.
I
What you
say
say?
confidence. It take a
What
lot
you
of
say?
fucking confidence to do
I
something
agree
like
with the
that.
confidence, but at the same time, it is
She's
reckless.
dope for that.
Okay.
Shout out to
It's cool.
Lizzo
Nah, I just say
for shaking that
recklessness.
foul cabinet.
Shout out to her.
ass.
She's getting Grammy nominations. She's getting recognition. So shout out to her. Let's give a
Shout
clap for
out.
Lizzo.
Yeah.
Give her a clap.
Shout out to
Clap real
Lizzo.
quick.
Go girl.
Shout out to Lizzo. for
Mama.
that.
So
word.
our next topic is what's wrong with the new generation.
We touched on that a little bit earlier too, didn't we? So
A little bit,
I
but
feel like
But that was just in drugs. Let's talk about in general what we feel about the new
I was
generation.
about, no, I'm asking a new generation of what? Like, what y'all mean by new
like
As
the
far
new
as-
generation of like
life,
life.
living.
Like
Okay.
there's our generation and there's another generation. Like
Come
you know
on,
what I'm saying?
underneath
Even if it's 2 years difference, like
I feel
it's
like this
still
generation is lost. They're really emotionally lost, not mentality.
But let's talk about like where do we break the bracket of the generation? Like where do we split the terms? Like
so it's 90 to 95.
are we starting with the 2000s, the 2000
The
2000
2000
babies?
niggas is on their way out.
But I'm saying,
mean,
is this the
Not on their way out.
overall the people who are overall do we think are wild in the 2000 babies?
2000 babies.
These new
2000
niggas.
babies.
So the 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
feel
generation
like
should have
they
stopped
are
with us.
relying on social media.
We
I feel like they're relying on social media to back every decision that they do. They see a meme, they be
Social
like,
media, yeah.
"Yo,
Social-
that is like, yo, that's
social
me
media
to the
works.
T."
That's
Like,
probably-
There's a
I
lot of
like
following.
this. I'm a subject to be like, "Yo, that sounds like me," like you know. But then we start believing that, and then we like
It's-
some of these
it's
things are
definitely-
crazy. Like,
It's definitely a lot
like
of
some of these
following.
things are really crazy and toxic, and we literally sit here and like, "Yo, I'm so like that's so relatable." Like. That's
Yeah.
toxic. That's toxic. Like,
It's
let's be real about it.
There's
Like,
a lot of following going on. Like no one's a leader no more.
leaders. Yeah.
You
Right.
feel me? Everyone's like, "Oh, you seen what he did? Oh, I'm gonna go do that too." For what?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you going to be your own man? You know what I'm saying? Or be your own female. No one. Everyone's scared to step outside themselves and do something different. If you do something different, you're the weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't fit in the criteria. You're a weirdo if you do something different than what everybody else is doing.
But I
If
feel
you
like
don't be a
even-
drug dealer, you're a weirdo. If
Even when we were in
You know,
school,
in gangs
like,
or
if you're not in the
You ain't
games,
trying
you're a
to-
weirdo. If
Yeah.
I
you're
feel
not
like
popping mollies
that
and
goes
Xans,
back.
you're
I
a weirdo.
can't
Like,
blame that all on the new generation because I feel like that even goes back.
Following
to,
goes way
us.
back.
Following goes way back. I feel like it's more rooted
It's
now.
the
It's
social
because
media.
the social media
It's a
aspect of it.
popularity
It's just like
contest.
everything is a popularity contest. I gotta post this
It's
about myself.
definitely a
I gotta post this about myself,
popularity.
or else I'll be looked at as he lame or this, that, and the third.
and we didn't grow up like that with social media. Like
We
we
actually-
never grew up.
we was
really
able
with
to
social
play- we was
media.
still able to
Some-
play
I touched
outside.
on social
But we
media.
wasn't.
But we wasn't
wasn't
thirsty
as
like
long
that.
as
It's like
like
I'll
this
get
shit.
on when I get on.
Instagram was
This
started
nigga's
like
logged
09 or
on just to
something
be
like that.
logged on.
We was on.
I got
This
even-
one started
Such and
yeah,
such
like
was
09,
Oh,
maybe
no,
10,
like, cause even before
12.
that, even when we was on, we had MySpace for our generation.
Remember MySpace? MySpace, that shit was what? You get your little background.
Wait, hold up.
Even
All
all
the way back.
we gonna talk about it. We gonna
Go
next.
That
shit was popping back in the day.
Yeah, Bebo.
We had tag, nigga. Niggas had tag.
We was literally little engineers because we were doing the HTML and we were converting it to put a background in the back. Then we
I'm not in your top 5.
Remember you wasn't in the nigga top 5?
You used to have to fight like word. That's
remember
what
you delete Tom, that nigga come back.
Nigga, tell him like you not getting rid of me, nigga. I created. Just live here.
Nah, MySpace was a shit. You get your little background. You can get some snowflakes with some R&B.
Put your little music at the top.
You can put your music players, all that.
Word.
I was lit on
That's
MySpace.
why I don't understand why they can't do that in the new shit. Like if they were able to do that,
niggas ain't looking for that. If you ain't twerking and working, nigga.
Bro, I'm saying, like I feel like that's an interesting aspect because even like on the popular shit, like Snapchat and Instagram, they got their own default background settings. Like it would be more interactive, and I think the world would just be destroyed if we were able to put a little Bugs Bunny smoking a blunt on the background on Instagram. Like niggas would go crazy, like trying to find shit. Like it's just, but I feel like social media and all, to be serious, like it has led us down a path to where it's just like social media is really gonna be
because we stopped communicating with each other.
Nobody knows how to talk anymore.
Everything became a trend. Everything became a trend, like from a fight breaking out to recording the fight instead of breaking
somebody
up. Somebody
having a heart attack on the floor.
It's a recording.
That shit.
You know what I'm saying? I really don't understand that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything got to be recorded nowadays. For real, everything got to be recorded nowadays, and I feel like it just it dehumanizes us.
Like,
that's what
I learned that I grew up when we went to Vegas and we didn't even record like half the shit that we were doing. Like, I realized I didn't take out my phone maybe like for half the time we were there.
I was supposed to be vlogging the whole shit, and then
we didn't have time.
You see an old clips, I'll be like, damn, my bad, I ain't even get the footage.
It was one time where we barely was on the phone.
Nothing. It's just like I was just trying to look for what can I do with my time here.
We was barely on the phone.
I wasn't interested in what I can show other people at home because I've never been like that. I've never been a big social media aspect person. I'll do it now because obviously what we trying to build with this shit, like I have to start getting on it. But it's never really interested me. I look on social media for fucking memes and something to laugh at and then put my phone down. I never really lived my life through social media to where I felt like, oh, I had to move because of social media. And I feel like this new generation I gotta live my life this way because I have to post it and I gotta make it.
I'm not into following another nigga.
I gotta dress it up.
That just never been me. To be a follower never been me. Like to just look at something and be like, oh, I'm gonna go. Like I talk to my friends like every day and they be like, oh, I'm gonna buy these sneakers or I'm gonna buy this. And I be looking at them like, y'all niggas is crazy. Like they selling y'all bullshit. Really bullshit, like holes in your shirt. Shirt is $300 to have fucking holes in it.
It brings shoes
and
back.
That ass used to, when I was smaller or younger, I used to cut niggas' ass because who shot you? All that shit. Put my arm through your hole. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be wigging on you because you had holes in your shit. Now it's okay. This shit is cool. To have holes in your sneakers.
Fashion statement.
Thick ass sneakers. This the sole. This ain't even a sneaker. This is the shit you walk on. Is this thick? We doing this now? Like, where you get them Kmart? Oh, these are Balenciagas. No, nigga, those are Kmart kicks. Like, I remember days where your sole was too thick, above the normal average. Nigga, I'm on you. Where you get those soles from? Those are not your soles, my man. Like, I was really on your head. Now it's cool because of the name brand. Now it's cool, like, oh, these are Balenciagas. You don't know nothing about them. My nigga, you got a whole sock on with a boot at the bottom like that.
But they ugly as shit.
Fucking socks with a
sneakers be up. Where you get them Sonic races from, bro? You cannot find these, my nigga. Them shits is elite. Like.
So how do y'all feel? Like we touched on that. How do y'all feel overall about us growing up? How do y'all feel like the times are different now?
So, alright, the way I look at it is like weird. Every young person basically just want to do something to get viral.
Facts.
Like they trying to look to get famous, so like they'll videotape some dumb shit.
That's the new thing.
To get popular. Like they just want to get famous. So it's like they do everything stupid to go viral for like one thing. And niggas will slap their mama.
That's why I'm off Facebook, really. I'm not really on Facebook that much because there's so much you see on it that's like real nonsense. I'm like,
right.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't
with
with
this.
this.
I just feel like
it's like
it's weird.
Don't want to see stuff like that.
Nah, I go on Facebook just look at some funny shit and that's it. I don't
That's
post
why I go on
nothing.
Facebook.
I haven't posted anything on Instagram in that long.
Just for some funny shit.
It's just like, nigga, I go.
Same thing go for Instagram.
We be laughing at it. I'm like, I got 3 posts and them shits is not even my pictures. Like I deleted my pictures and all of that, and I put like a quote and 2 black shits on the side. But it's just like I did that to if you watch the new Night shit on Instagram, that shit look fire. I'm gonna just point that up. But it's just like I put that, and it's just like it doesn't bother me to where I feel like I have to upload some shit now. Like when I want to post some shit, I'll post some shit. I'll put it on my story. I'll put it on some other shit. It's just because I want to do it, or I saw some shit. I find that shit funny. Let me post this. Get somebody else a hee hee ha ha and get the fuck off of it.
I just love going against the grain. Whatever everybody else is doing, I don't want to do it.
Be different. Overall,
I hate doing what everybody else is doing. Like everybody else go get the Jordans. I don't want those.
I ain't gonna hold you. Some Jordans is kind of.
Jordan is fire.
As a grown man, are you waiting 5 hours
like,
on the line to go?
I'm not gonna stand in line for Jordans, but don't go vote.
I don't stand in line for anything, nigga. If I'm getting that shit, it's something called online.
Word.
That's
and
true.
then on top of that, if I don't get it, I ain't gonna stress myself over that shit.
Yeah,
like niggas be wildin', then they'll go and pay
somebody with
somebody over
for
some
that.
sneakers. Like,
let's talk about these clothes that they selling us too. Like it's so small, nigga. I'm a big dude. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying? All that skinny young thug shit ain't for me. I don't like that shit. That shit is just terrible. It's too close to.
and I'm not even going front because I'm not even like I don't even bullshit. I'm gonna keep it real when I keep it real. I wear some shit that's just like a little borderline that I look back when somebody take a picture, I'll be like,
your booty, bro,
what the fuck was I? What was I thinking?
Out of control. Like your booty's cuffed, bro. Like
it's just you got to think about certain shit that you wear because I really like. It's not a lot of times, but certain shit that I wear, I'll just be like, you trying to make a fashion statement or some shit. What was you thinking when you put that shit on?
But even the prices for certain shit, like even as a female, like. A crop top would be $20. You telling me I paid for half the fabric and it's $20?
Facts.
Now we got a problem. If it's not $5, then I'm gonna take my ass to Dennis. I'm gonna take myself to VIM.
Take your ass to Five Below.
Five Below.
They got the custom T-shirts.
And I'm gonna get myself a little T-shirt. I'm not paying. Like I just see the logic in things nowadays. Like. Yo, why am I paying $40 for some jeans that got holes in it? You about to tell me that that's the same price as the jeans that are just regular?
That's just
no, like, and it's not even a cheap thing. It's just about like common sense. Like, yo, I'm not about to spend $20 on one shirt.
It's really
unless
about,
it's fire, you know, like it gotta be fire.
You know what I'm saying? It's not about being cheap. It's just for me. It's not about being cheap. I have money to buy whatever the fuck I want. Exactly. But I'm not stupid enough to buy whatever the fuck it is out there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not buying Yeezys for no $400.
Bro, he came out with slippers. First of all, I gotta get on my man Kanye for them loaf of breads he's trying to sell us.
Yo,
the nigga had the space slippers with the holes in them and the Halo boots, boy, if you don't get the fuck out of here.
But people eat that shit up, so...
Let me say something about Kanye, though. He is so smart that idiots like that is going to buy it. He's going
he knows.
Because of his name.
Of course.
So it's not
He's
Kanye's
selling y'all war boots. Like, these are Call of Duty boots. And y'all niggas are really going to buy those.
But people are really buying jail slippers from him.
Prison slippers. You ever seen prison?
Like, are we really serious? Y'all paying like $100?
And niggas is really...
I think Kanye's like trying to set like a point. I think it is. Like he's trying to like people's out there is buying dumb shit.
Right.
And he knows this. And I think later on
That's
he's gonna probably like,
I'm trying to put a sock with a hole in it.
Whatever y'all want because of my name.
I'm trying to sell some socks with holes in it.
I'm about to do
even Kim with her collection, she dropped the collection.
Everybody want to buy some socks with holes in it.
Kim dropped a collection that was like fur. Sis, your shit is $150. I'm pack that shit up and go to Fashion Nova and buy that shit for $20. Like, you're really bugging right now. Who's paying $20 for a crop? It's literally a crop top and pants.
And it's people's out there that buy
it's millions more people that won't think.
Because of the name.
There's millions of more people that won't think like you and will go the opposite and just say because it has Kim K's name on it or her fucking signature,
because of the
I gotta have it or I gotta do it.
I'm not buying shit because of Kanye West. I just can't see myself just buying
you know
shit.
out there in the world.
Balenciaga, I can't see myself. No, I know that. It's a lot of niggas that just want to pop out with it on.
Like Yeezys was the top selling shoe of what, last year, right? Or was it the year before?
It might have been the year before. I don't think it was last year.
Because he had beat Jordan out one of these years and then he had made the song. I think it was 2 years ago.
I just literally can't see myself buying $400 shoes and not thinking like I could have bought like a whole month's worth of groceries with that money, or I could have paid a bill with that money. I could have paid my car note with that money.
To me, it's all about what the shoe is. Like if the shit is fire, it's fire. Yeah. Like shout out to Clear Weather. If you don't know Clear Weather, go look those sneakers up. It's called Clear Weathers. Those are different type of style sneakers. Like they're dope sneakers. Shout out to them. But at the same time, it's just like I'm not buying no bullshit for $400. Like I'm not buying clown shoes for $400, bro. I just can't do it. I can't see myself looking taller because my soles are 3 inches tall. Like that shit is just crazy to me. Like I be looking at niggas like, yeah, you just follow the trend. Most people just are trend followers. Like, oh, that's in now. I gotta go buy it.
You know what's also in? The ski goggles. Bro,
those shits.
Why are you wearing ski goggles?
First of all, if you don't get them pretty Ricky fucking shades the fuck out of here.
To the side, like.
It's not even snowing over here, bro. What are you doing? It's not cold.
Time out.
Niggas thought they was in the Poconos.
The ski goggles.
It's like the real thick ones that have like the band that go around to the back. Like it's literally.
Oh, they wearing that?
Yeah.
I never seen.
Because it looks cheap with regular sneakers, like not with no boots or nothing, just regular sneakers. Like you just going outside like that, like.
We seen that. We seen the recently. We seen the bulletproof vest. It's just like
I think that you look dumb.
Some shits is alright. I ain't gonna lie. But why the fuck is you walking around?
I personally,
I seen it.
But take a step back and really think about.
I personally, as a female,
you really get him real. That shit don't. That shit don't work. It's true. That shit don't work.
Nigga, I'll give my $50 back. Nigga, this shit ain't even.
As a female, seeing a man with a bulletproof vest, I think that's so stupid. Like if you get shot in the head, your bulletproof vest don't work. Like so, really, like
hit that nigga in his neck.
Like, I just think it looks dumb. Like, you look dumb. I don't find that attractive. I don't think, like, you got some drip because you got a bulletproof vest. Like, I really think that you look dumb and you look stupid. I think drip is starting to fall under the column of anything. Anything that looks different. Like, people think, like, yo, I'm gonna wear my wallet on the outside instead of the inside.
I don't think it's different. I just think it's like how much the shit costs.
You got money.
Like if the shit is $1,000, they gonna be like, oh, I'm about to OD on these niggas.
I seen niggas tucking their coats because they got a belt.
I
never seen that. I've seen niggas tuck their shit in just so they belt.
With your pants.
If you get money, you get money. You don't need the money gonna show regardless. Like if I buy a whole suit, I don't gotta tuck in shit. The suit gonna speak to this. The money speak for itself.
Listen, I could go to Rainbow and wear a $5 shirt, and you still gonna think I'm
first of all, I'm hating low key.
Like
on females, right?
I hate females outfits because y'all can spend $6 and come out looking like $20,000.
Yeah.
Let a nigga go in the store and buy the wrong white tee. His nipples out, his neck all dark. Nigga, what? Nigga. If you don't give a fuck,
you can they got it like that. Like it's mad cheap. And they can buy whatever they want.
Females just be living like $30 and they outfit lit, and then they shoes be like $300. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That should be blowing my mind.
Sometimes them shits be like 20 and 50. And them shits look fire. I'm like, damn, this bitch got some nice little
females.
Rainbow, low-key, Fashion Nova, and Rainbow, the same shit. They buy from the same person. So what you seeing on Fashion Nova is like
Marshalls
the same
and
shit
Target.
Rainbow.
It's like Marshalls and Target. You go to Marshalls, you're gonna see the same shit that you see.
Same thing as Target.
Same thing. Like you go shopping in Marshalls, you're gonna see the same thing if you go shopping in fucking Target. Because they basically they own by the same shit.
My issue is that I ain't buying. If I see a bag in Marshalls, why am I gonna go to the Michael Kors store? Like people don't shop smart anymore. True. Like they be like, yo, the bag be $500 in the Michael Kors store, but in Marshalls it be $200.
Because in people's mindset, the value could actually be the same. Like, but if I see it in a certain store to where I feel like it's just less expensive, the thought of me stunting on your ass or nigga, look, I got this. I'm one upping you. I'm one upping you, so
Everything is competition.
That's what's wrong with this generation. I'll be like, yo, let me look at the circular. Let me see what's on sale. Because we're not about to buy like no $5.99 cheese. The $2 cheese is on sale. That's what we're going to get. Okay? Or I'm going to put back the $3.09 cheese. I mean, the $3.09 chicken. And I'm going to get the $2.74. Like, you save, like, it's a couple cents.
You see the little weight difference? Be like, it's 7 pounds and 0.9. But you see the 7 pounds and 0.8 and the 6 cents less. Nigga, you taking the 6 cents?
Wifey had to put me on one time. Like, she sent me shopping. I spent damn near all the money. She came out with everything name brand. She was mad as hell. Then I went shopping with her and I was putting shit in the cart. She said, what the fuck is you doing? Like, bro, you're buying just name brand shit. I'm like, but no, nigga, look at this cheese or this cheese. What's the difference?
Shit tastes exactly the same.
Exactly.
Not a damn thing.
But that Velveeta,
just the prices.
It hit a little better.
I know about that. Velveeta do taste a little good.
It do hit a little different.
Yo, that reminds me back to the time when we was in the Bronx at 233rd and we was grilling outside and the fucking dollar cheese didn't melt on the grill.
That happened in here too. That happened in here too.
Now we went too cheap.
The cheese.
That was a little too cheap.
Like,
was my idea.
Yeah, we not saying go cheap.
Like the cheese is sweating.
Don't just buy anything, but the cheese was sweating on top of the fucking burger. The burger was burnt. The cheese was still like, yeah, nigga, I'm hanging in there.
What kind of heat is this, nigga? I ain't melting right now.
We not going that.
This a spa?
We're not going that cheap, but we're just saying be smart about your decisions. Just be smart about life in general because we leading into the dummy Well, we already in the dummy generation.
I just feel like
we just leading into just the idiotic.
We getting another signal that we chatting.
We chatting too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you chatting. So
what's the next topic?
What we touching on next?
We're gonna touch on Surviving R. Kelly Part 2, the record.
He's it.
What y'all think about it? Like, what do you? I don't know. Regardless if you've seen Part 1 or not.
I seen Part 1.
I ain't seen no Part 1.
What are y'all opinions?
I'm gonna say like this.
Lock his ass up underneath the prison.
Yeah, let's not focus just on the lifetime aspect of it. I feel like this episode, like this subject in itself, could have its own episode along with the Bill Cosby's, the Cuba,
shout out my man,
the alleged Cuba,
all these holes
Jr.,
popping up, just
the alleged Harvey Weinstein. Like that episode in itself can have its own.
Shout out my man, Bill Cosby.
Can have its own, certain aspect, but I will touch on this as far as right now. R. Kelly in itself, we've been known for years. We've known fucking word, huh, guys? We've known for years. Who he was and how he moves is just now in the social media aspect. You see the difference. When social media is involved, you see the impact that it has. You now see the difference between, we knew that he was peeing on niggas since the 90s. Now in 2019 that people can actually retweet that he's peeing on niggas. It hits a little different. So what I will say is it's nasty, it's foul, it's disgusting, and please protect your kids from people like R. Kelly. I'm not even gonna front. The man makes phenomenal fucking music. I cannot take away from his category.
I ain't gonna stop playing R. Kelly. Except for the shit that sound like he talking about little kids.
Don't you gotta listen to his shit differently now?
Yeah, you gotta watch out because he'll throw some shit in there. You take the pamper off.
What's he talking about, right?
Is he talking about a little
I'm sitting there looking in the mirror.
Yeah, see, you know what I'm saying?
So can we talk? I don't know if y'all seen Queen and Slim. Have y'all?
Fire! Shout out to the actors in Queen and Slim. Yet. Shout out to
I've been getting some mixed reviews about that.
And that's what I was when I first seen it.
We went and we thought it was like phenomenal.
It wasn't trash. It was a good movie. When I first seen it, it was a phenomenal movie. But now looking back on it, what it really brings out is somebody else was touching on this, and I read an article. What it really brings out is the bad part of black people as a community. It doesn't really show. I'm gonna take from this example. Ice Cube had made a song back in the day called "Today Was a Good Day."
Today was a good day.
Whoever's familiar with it. So his homies were like, "Oh, nah, we not on that type of time. Don't make that song, and that song is whack for what we into that raw shit, that gangster tough shit." But he was like, "No, yeah, we could be on that tough shit, but we still humans at the end of the day. We have good days. We have our families. We smile with our families. We not always on 100 with every nigga that we encounter into." Mm-hmm. So it's just like drawing towards that. It's just like Queen and Slim. It only looking back on it, not only because it was some happy moments where they enjoyed their lives, but it really put a major part on black people's demise and black people's viewpoint to where I feel like it doesn't really represent us as black people.
Okay,
so it brought out in the movie what you seen, the pimps, the.
But for me, I feel like Queen and Slim. I feel like Queen is Slim and Queen is Slim. I feel like they show how something so small can be so big for black people. How far it can go. You know what I'm saying? Within the beginning of the circumstances that they was given, which is to get out of the car, that's where it all trickled down from, where you can be labeled a killer, a murderer, and just for protecting your queen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just for protecting who you love, you got to be labeled a killer or a murderer. And it's just by accident. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because who's going to believe you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely thought, I liked the movie. I really like it. I'm not like analyzing it the way y'all analyzing it, so I need to, but I haven't. But I'm just saying, from the first time I watched it, I liked it. I just felt like
great movie.
It was really
if you haven't seen Queen and Slim,
like,
go see that.
Really,
I was on the edge of my seat.
Really take it.
But you gotta go in there open-minded. Don't go in there thinking you're gonna see cops and robbers and shit like that.
It's not Bonnie and Clyde. I've seen a lot of people enjoy that comparison. It's not Bonnie and Clyde.
But go see it if you haven't seen it. Queen and Slim, go see it if you haven't seen it.
But it's a great movie. I just feel like there's more.
And don't bootleg it, niggas. Because I know niggas like to bootleg.
It's a movie that you have to go to the theater.
Watching the movie theaters.
Go to the movie theater.
Even if you go to fucking matinee. Even if you go to fucking matinee,
Cody coming on, my nigga. It's on Cody.
It's on Cody.
You putting them on Cody? You putting them on Cody?
I might have to.
Come on, my nigga.
But overall, no. In all reality, even if you gotta go to matinee and see that shit, please see that movie.
Yeah, go to the matinee.
Please support. Please support black movies.
They got $6 Tuesdays at AMC.
What?
They got $6 Tuesdays.
So there you go, right there. You just put your
know about that.
You just
$6 Tuesday.
$6 Tuesday. I asked right up in here after work.
But no, support black.
It's with a break, honey.
Support black businesses. Support black movies. Support.
Hey yo, it's free Popeyes today.
Oh, I gotta put y'all on to that.
Put y'all on to that. Just put y'all on. Right now, it's free Popeyes.
Wait, what time is it now?
Nah, it's too
late for y'all niggas. Well, it's already too late because by the time y'all see it,
it's 11:36. It's 11:36.
It's from 9 to 10.
9 to 10.
They had that shit all weekend. My nigga, take off.
Yo, we just got ours.
I would have ordered the Quavo on Thursday, but they sent me the email the day after. I'm like, damn, nigga, you couldn't put me on?
My fault.
But hopefully they have the tour, which is the next one. But I guess it was the Quavo, the takeoff.
They ain't doing that tour.
I know that tour is $42, so
yeah, that's too much.
I know they're not gonna do that.
Y'all don't want to buy the tickets? Y'all want to buy the tickets? Y'all looking at me like we wasn't just talking to Migos.
I just said it
for the menu on Popeyes.
No, I'm saying, would y'all buy tickets for the Migos?
Oh,
I would.
No,
but I wouldn't. Not as the headliner. I wouldn't buy them as a headliner because I don't feel like they put on a good performance.
Okay.
I feel like they
Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying?
Travis Scott is an entertainer.
I'm so glad we didn't get to see him in Vegas. I feel like we should have went to see him.
You know who I ain't gonna see though?
And he would actually interact.
Fucking A-Boogie. That nigga A-Boogie ain't shit.
We are not going to see A-Boogie.
Nigga came out was like, no, I'm out. I'll holler at y'all. Like, nigga, what you mean I'm out?
The 5 seconds wasn't even right.
5 seconds?
Yeah, he did come out for.
Nigga came out for like 5 minutes.
He came out at what? 2 o'clock.
Once homegirl spilled my drink,
he left at 2:10.
Yeah.
Or 2:08.
Nah, nigga left at like 2:03. Nigga had one song.
After I got through the crowd and I had like this much liquor in my cup, and I started with like this much, I was just like,
we gotta explain because our audience is like lost.
Yeah, so we talking about our experience in Vegas. We this past summer we went to Vegas.
Yeah,
shit was lit.
Shout out to Vegas though. Vegas pool parties. Yeah. If you don't go to one of those, you a poser.
It could have been if we knew how to maneuver. We could have did so much more with our time. We wasted a lot of time because obviously we in a new place. We never been there, so we were just like going off the floor.
There was invasion of crickets.
Crickets was gang banging out there.
The crickets
was gang banging out there. When I tell you,
niggas is reckless.
But overall, Vegas was a vibe. Like,
if you didn't get to go to Vegas, please go. Take your ass to Vegas.
Yeah, just go once. Just go once.
You and them stink ass Yeezys go to Vegas.
Even though them Yeezys might melt in the summer, I ain't gonna hold you. It's hot as shit out there.
Yeah, Planet Hollywood was lit. I would not I would not lie about that. Like our hotel was pretty good.
Hotel was nice. It was convenient because it was by everything.
Yeah, we could walk to everything pretty much, except for like all this like Treasure Island and stuff that was more up and stuff. But everything else in the Venetian was up more. But everything else that we needed to get to, like the concerts and stuff, like the Cosmopolitan was across the street. Like the casino was in our hotel. We had a buffet in our hotel. Like we had a good time.
The buffet in our hotel was a little dusty.
Yeah, I didn't really like it.
Don't fuck with Planet Hollywood buffet now. That shit.
They're gonna send a letter to us like, keep on doing this. We're gonna sue the shit out of you for defamation.
Overall, that shit was whack.
It was whack.
Gave us some cheap ass eggs.
It was some old bitch like you gonna take the champagne on.
Yeah, she was forcing the mimosas on us. We was like, nah, we got. She's like, so I'm just gonna leave these shits here. If y'all want them, overall, I'm gonna beat your ass. If I come back and these things is not drinks,
dead ass. But
no, we went to the Marquee pool party. The Marquee
Marquee
pool
lit,
party
but definitely lit. Shout out to them. It's Christmas in Las Vegas every day.
Yeah, we did Christmas in July. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we covered most of the topics. We just chatting now.
Yeah, this is just chatting, but we got through all our topics.
We appreciate it.
And
the de facto episode 1.
Episode 1 will be out.
Episode 1 will be released.
We're gonna find out how to get it to you.
We're gonna find out how to fix
Thank you for paying attention to episode 2. For the little followers that I got right now. I was high up at
We
first,
can take questions now, so
questions? If niggas got questions, what's up with the questions?
Scroll up, because there's questions. Actually, I'm going to scroll up right now.
But see if you got questions, please drop those. Any comments, questions, concerns, whatever. My man Will knocked out like a campus.
Oh shit.
Stink ass. After this, you better get your ass up because we gonna play spades.
Alright, y'all.
That was pretty much.
It was pretty much it.
And then thank you for watching.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Continue to tune in.
My man G, my man
Please
Mike.
leave comments down below on topics you feel that we should talk about.
For sure. Definitely put a little input.
Appreciate our guests that came in on the second half of the show. Let's give a round of applause to them. Thank y'all for participating.
Thanks for allowing me to be here.
Follow my Instagram, Docs Photography. DOCS_photography 0007.
The shit would be right above his head or underneath his head.
Nah, that's not fucking
But the shit gonna be right here or down here. Follow me at It's Just Ant. The shit would just be in the description if you can't follow along with directions.
For sure.
You wanna give any shout outs?
Give a shout out, I love my mama. All that shit. Now, follow me on Instagram, Mike_Big Fatted. Now simple. That's it.
Mine is GLDJR3. Greg Return. That's me.
Give it up for everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. You just finished watching
Yo, You Chattin.